you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
So the FBI has recently arrested 2 current and 1 retired NYPD officers for their connections to corruption schemes involving heroin trafficking. Yes, you have these race soldiers out here, being the biggest drug dealers ever. So they say one is even accused of bragging about his crimes and using racist and hate-filled language. So the 3 individuals, Heath Bush, Robert Hassett, and Robert Smith, who retired in March of 2020, from the 105th precinct in Queens. Those of you brothers and sisters out there in the NYC area, maybe about that. And thank you for those of you who are in the New York area that watch our show. New York is one of the states that really are very, very supportive of our show. So they say all were arrested at their respective Long Island homes on Tuesday, May the 11th. So federal prosecutors in Brooklyn stated that the 3 were involved in various corruption dealings. However, they singled out Smith as the ringleader. As the authorities say, 44-year-old Smith, 36-year-old Hassett recruited 34-year-old Bush to join their team as Smith was preparing for retirement. So they said that these guys were, trafficking heroin up to 1 kilo. One of them, Smith, who they say who appeared unabashed for his role in the crimes, used racial slurs frequently. Following his retirement, he reportedly bragged via text message about how much he enjoyed pulling his gun on black people. He said in one quote, he said, "Bro, I pulled my gun out of a window now at N-words." It said, and watch their reaction and drive away. He says, hilarious. He said that, according to a government memo opposing bail for Smith, he said that Smith's unabashed and racist and hate-filled language in his communication included regular references to black people as N-words and numerous references to the Ku Klux Klan, including one that says just after retirement, he said he wrote, "Now the real Smith will shine. I've even shaved my head for the Klan." So you have, once again, this race soldiers being exposed. You have what they would call ghost skins, in other words, white supremacists that wear a badge. And that's what the Ku Klux Klan and all different, white supremacist groups decided to do, is that instead of wearing these robes, we put on the badge because we can kill black people indiscriminately. Joe Biden is going to be cool with it because he's not going to get rid of qualified immunity. The black politician is not going to get rid of it because, remember, they're Democrat first. They're traitors. They don't care if black people get killed, harmed, or anything like that, because if they did care, they would actually fight, and we'll see their record of fighting for black people, but they're not fighting for black people. No matter how much you like their personalities, at the end of the day, they're not for black people, period. So we're left on our own. We can't even look at any kind of politician. But you have these race soldiers out here in these departments, and they can get rid of these race soldiers off these departments overnight. It's not even really hard to do that, but they don't want to do it. Well, shoot, they probably wouldn't have a police force if you get rid of all the race soldiers, right? But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation, in New York and how these race soldiers were arrested for corruption and, dealing drugs, trapping with a badge. Isn't that something? Hey family, I want to tell you about a new book written by John Almo and Patty Almo. It's called Introduction to Twi for American Diasporas. Now, the book is going to focus on helping you learn the Akan language, culture, and Ghana as a country. It's also a guide through Ghana's most widely spoken language. Now, the book is supposed to help develop your awareness of social customs, cultural practices by combining historical, cultural, and social context with language training and grammar. This is the book that you want to pick up before you start heading for your first trip to Ghana. Pick up Introduction to Twi for American Diasporas today. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.